Hello, this is Maksud Mohyuddin, your classmate at Education and Technology. For my class project, I'm building an interactive educational app for kids to learn about geography. This is a demo of the high fidelity prototype I have built so far. This is a working beta version, and I will showcase this app in Android and iOS platform. To begin with, I'll show the Android app. Here, this is an Android simulator. So I will launch the app. Here's the app icon I have built. So once the app launches, it randomly selects a state. In this case, you have selected North Dakota. Now the kids can draw on this map. So basically the idea is the kids can learn the shape of the state of the map as well as just get a general interest on that specific state. In this case, let's draw on it. So here the state, the color, and then there's a color selection. You can pick different color, and then another thing you could actually draw. Now one of the thing I wanted to build up on is build an intelligent tutoring system. On top of this, a future version of this app which will give you some of the knowledge I have from KBI AI class that I can use, where I can actually compare the redrawn map from memory to actual the map existing map, and have a scoring system. So that's it's kind of more gamification, as well as kind of like I think they'll learn teach the kids the shape of the different states map. And okay, so here's also there's an ability to enter text. And then we can move around the text as well, and then there's an ability to do a undo. So that's an undo function. So this is what the coloring or drawing screen looks like. So this is the top menu, and this is just the coloring menu, and there is a different color choice, which I've just showed. And then so from the top menu we can look at that. So for example, this is North Dakota, and then they can go to the Learn tab and learn more about North Dakota. So the one way to just there you go, North Dakota. So here I'm displaying the capital of North Dakota as Bismarck. Nickname is this is the Peach Garden State. Statute date was in 1989. A 48th state area is about 70,000 square miles, which is the 19th largest state. Border state is Minnesota, Montana, and South Dakota, and the highest point is White, and which is a 30th tallest state. And finally, I also have a track option, which actually show you where how far, how many state the kids has visited. Like it's just basically the visited me the color. I'm looking more and more like it's a simulation part of this app. So basically, every time you go to a color, which randomly suggests, so I track it. Also there's a geolocation. Currently I disabled it, but like when you say allow, it will in Android I disabled it, so it doesn't really do anything, but in iOS I have enabled it, so I'll showcase that. And you can also have the option to clear everything. So for example, if I clear everything here, it actually clears everything, but it keeps California because at this point it actually I default everything to California, so that's why I have a default state. So okay, that's the Android part, and now let me showcase the iOS part as well. So this is the iOS home screen, and then there's the splash screen. It's exactly the same app for both platform. So here I'm launching the app. So yeah, so this is for example, I've been to California and Wyoming for this one, and then where am I? So there it is. It actually tracks that I am in California, because this emulator is actually based out of California by default. So let's go back to color screen. So this is I was actually already working on this. So color the map of Wyoming. So I was actually one cool thing to look at is I was coloring Wyoming, but when I go here, it knows that I'm actually in California, so it means that it's the randomness is working, and then I can it has exactly the same functionality as Android, and then you can also learn about different states. So, here, for example, here I'm learning about California, and then you can also learn about Wyoming, which is the state currently in. So that's the app right now, and I think it's pretty. This is the beta version I'm considering, and I'm also have planned to release this eventually to App Store in iOS platform as well as Apple Android platform. Thank you very much for your time, and hope to have some feedback about this from eventually from feedback from the classmate from the class. Thank you.